Blossom, you can go
Hi,
ahead.
hi everybody. I'm Blossom.
Hello.
Okay, I think Tema is next on 9 months. Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm contributing to the Layer 5 project. I heard about this from Shipod Africa. So yeah, I think I've been here for about a week now. I don't really call myself as a newcomer, but it's still nice to meet everybody.
Nice to meet you too, Blossom. Who is going next?
Okay, is
Hi.
anybody? Okay, go ahead.
Hi. I am Prikesh. I'm from India. I just, I think I came out before in another newcomer meeting, but I couldn't contribute until now. So I just came back to the newcomers meeting again just to get a heads up on what's happening. I'm a front end developer and a back end one too, but I'm not well versed with Golang. But I've worked with front end tech like Go and mostly Go and Java. Thank you for having me.
That wasn't very audible. I don't know if it was my network or I
Yeah, it was
couldn't
not
hear.
very audible.
Should I say again?
Well, if you would want, if we don't mind, but you can also text.
Yeah, sure. I just write it out.
Okay. So anybody want to go next? While this is going on, please don't forget to write your name in the attendance in the minutes. I'll drop it again.
Okay, so yeah, so I've been able to connect to my computer. So hi everybody, hi Tema, welcome. So I think Tema is this is the first time. I think Tema and Prikesh, this is the first time I am seeing the both of you on a call. I know Vishal has joined before, right? I'm sure Vishal, you've been on one of the calls, right? Hi Matt, nice to have you here. Oh, you're muted.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Sorry, Matt, can you do like a brief introduction because we are at introducing ourselves. So we have this culture of going around introducing ourselves on the call, so everyone here gets to know you.
Okay, let me check my headphones.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. let's get started.
Okay.
Who we are here, um, Prikesh and Anita Human. Hello, people. Hello, friends.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Um,
Hello.
did you read my message, Tema? Thanks. Did you read my message in the general channel? Um, what is your native speaking to say hello, hi, howdy in your native language? In general channel.
Okay, are you referring to Tema?
Slack on Slack, the general channel.
Yeah, so I mean, is the question directed to Tema?
Tema, I forgot. Let me check. Where was it?
So let me go. Sorry, I closed that up. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Um, so
Okay,
for
it's better because I'm using
yeah,
a different desktop environment and I got excited.
okay, okay, that's fine. So welcome everybody to this call. We have like a full. It's been a while. We had a full call. Like we have so many attendees today. Welcome everyone to this call, and yeah, thank you for making it here. And this is the newcomers meeting, and it is not limited to just newcomers. You can join in as many times as you want to, right? And you can also help. Sorry, I'm sharing the wrong tab. I have so many tabs open that I am also confused. Okay. So is my screen visible?
Yes, I see.
Yeah, yeah, visible.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, okay.
Yes, visible.
So like I was saying earlier, this call is not strictly for newcomers, right? You can join in as much as you want. You can help facilitate the process, just like Anita started with facilitating the call while I was not here. You can also volunteer to. I think we should start doing rotating moderation. It helps a lot with upping your skills as regards moderating meetings, right? I know that has helped me. Like moderating this meeting every Thursday has actually helped me long term know how to moderate meetings and get things in place. So feel free
Yeah, and
to
it's going to be helpful with community engagement too.
exactly. So, like Anita said, exactly. So, it's going to help you engage better with the community because usually what I try to do before every call, I try to, put in, although the topics here are quite generic, right? This is what I talk about every newcomers call with maybe additional questions. But I also try to update the date. You see, when you come next week, you see it's not going to be the same date, right? So I also try to do that so you can feel free to you want to do that because everybody, as long as you have access to the community drive, you have access to this newcomers meeting, so you can also put in topics that you want to talk about. So usually on this call, we have we usually have tutorials that come up usually on this call, but for a while now we've not had tutorials because we've not had volunteers to take up on these tutorials, right? So in the past we've had, if you navigate to the Layer 5 IO main site, if you navigate there, so my network is quite slow, so pardon me if it's going to be, yeah. So if you navigate to the community/newcomers, you're going to see a table of a table of you scroll down, you're going to see a table of tutorials we've had in the past during this call. So all these tutorials here were actually done during this call. So feel free to check that up if you want to know more about Meshi CTL, contributing to Layer 5 and working with Git and thereabouts. So um now, like I said earlier, then there's no statute of limitations on this call. Feel free to ask questions anytime. But
Could you please send the link to Zoom chat section to the documentation link?
Can anyone still hear me? I don't think I can hear anymore.
She said she was trying to fix her network, so I believe that's what's stalling her.
All right.
Which link do you need? The documentation. Do you want the minutes of the meeting link that she sent? What?
Thank you. Thank you.
okay, hi. Am I audible now? Sorry, I dropped
I'm now
off.
Yeah,
audible.
whatever.
Yeah, so I was asking Prikesh if you could, Prikesh and Tema, if you could do a brief introduction.
Sure. Okay, if I start.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, I'm Prikesh. I'm from India. I'm a full stack dev here. I work on Ruby on Rails and front end texts like Vue.js, mostly JavaScript and HTML. I've been building websites for the past 6 years, and I wanted
Wow.
to start to contribute to open source like since the past year. So I've been to this call before, just that I couldn't contribute much because I was sick for a while. So I've just come back there,
Okay.
just to the newcomer meeting again. Thank
Okay. That's fine. Welcome, Prakash. We definitely need some of front end. Like there are a lot of front end projects we have, and which I'll be giving a brief on very soon. That would really need your input, and we're always here to like help you contribute better. Okay,
you.
so Tema, you could put in if you okay Golang and Vue. That's really interesting. Okay, nice to meet you, Tema. All right, so let me
Japan.
share my screen again. Okay, so is my screen visible?
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
visible.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so now the next topic we have here is a mesh mate. So a meshmate is someone in the community, right? We have about four meshmates, in which I am a meshmate also. So someone in the community that is your go-to person, right? That's sort of your mentor that helps you around the community, helps you um, troubleshoot, helps you give you like a hand-in-hand walk through the Layer 5 community. So I'm trying to navigate to the Meshmate page on the Layer 5 channel. So I show you that, but my network is making it horrible for me.
No,
Sorry.
no, no worries.
So so if you have not been, okay, fine. So if you have not signed up for a meshmate, you can go navigate to this page, and you get to see the amazing meshmates we have, like Nikhil, myself, Precious, Josh. So you get to see and sign up for a meshmate to properly onboard you to the Layer 5 community. So the page finally opened up, and this is it, right? So these are the six meshmates. Josh is even a maintainer, and Kelechi, Nikhil, VJ, Tanuj, and myself. So we try to better onboard you as regarding your stack. Try to onboard you to the Layer 5 community and help you troubleshoot and contribute better. So that's it about what a meshmate is. Then, like I said, we have a couple of front end projects, right, which would be quite interesting to you, Prikesh, since you do a lot of front end,
Oh, nice.
right? Yeah, so you can see there's a list of the front end projects we have with these for running on GKL. So if you navigate to each of them, it takes you. So there's a thunderstorm, like there's rain here, so a whole lot of noise. So if you see here, these sites listed here are all running on GKL, and if you want to work on them, so you can navigate to the layer 5 organization, right, on GitHub. So if you navigate to the Layer 5 organization on GitHub, you are going to see, if you want to work on the Meshery project, on the Meshery front end website. So this is the website for the Meshery project, right? So if you check, this is the repository that powers this site. Um, Sorry, not this one. Meshery.io rather. So meshery.io is, so if you can see here, this is the site for Meshery, right? So if you navigate here, you can check up open issues that are available, that have not been assigned to anybody to work on, and start contributing um to the
Website.
Meshery website. Yeah. So same applies for other sites here, like for the documentation site for this um mesh, because we have a GKL hosted documentation site for Meshery, but the code base for this is under, so it's under Meshery, right? So the code base is, you have to go to the Meshery repository, and then when you're checking issues, how you get to know which is for the documentation site, it always has docs as a
Docs
start
available.
for, yeah, in brackets it always has docs. So if you scroll down, like, okay, for this one, it regards, the area is documentation, right? So it's on the docs area you're fixing, right? And also same applies to SMP sites. It runs on GKL also. You can come search the repository for SMP here, service mesh performance, and check, same thing you do, check up issues, and get started, we just make a quick comment that you want to work on the issue, and you'd you'd be assigned that issue to work on.
Okay.
um then there's a particular meeting, you same applies to get Nighthawk. There's a particular meeting that happens on Wednesday, on Mondays rather, and it's called the website meeting. So getting involved in that meeting would like help you contribute better, right? Because you get to air your views and get involved in the conversations that are going on. So yeah, so it's like a great way to get involved with the website. And then so we have Tema, you mentioned you are you write Golang. So a good project to get started with is the Meshi CTL project. Um, and same thing applies. You can also, aside that, you can we have a repository overview. This docs actually this um file actually has context, like more context on front end projects in the Layer 5 community, and the back end projects, and also a little bit of trainings that are available, mesh performance repositories, and all those other contexts about the different projects that are handled in their 5 community. So you can use this as a reference guide to get to know all the projects that is under the Layer 5 community. Then we also have a hands-on tutorial on Katakoda, um, to learn. There are like 2 courses available to learn about Meshri. Tema, you would be interested in this, and also Naimat, you'd be interested in this on how to manage service meshes, right? So you can come this um, check Katakoda out, these courses, and get started with Meshri. And also there are tutorials, like I said earlier, that have been covered by members in the community, right? These tutorials like introduction to the Meshri CTL and how to get started. Then we have the Newcomers playlist. This call is usually recorded, so just in case you miss anything on this call, you can check out the playlist and get up to date with that. um so also, like I said earlier, that tutorials are usually done on this call, right? We But for some time now, we've not had any tutorial because we've lacked some volunteers. So how we keep track of the tutorials is through this open source questionnaire. So it's a Google form. It's a Google form that helps us track tutorials that we want to contributors we want to see in the community. Okay, so oh, nice, Mert. I see you want to work on Golang as a technical writer. That's actually really great. Um, I don't think you introduced yourself, Mert. If except I missed that. Okay, so So okay, just give me a second. So to get involved with for Met and Tema, you'd love to check out the Mesh CTL project, right? And also help out. You can help out in documentation for Met. You can help out fixing docs, the documentation site for Meshery. You can check out and make suggestions on things you think should be fixed, because that's the reason why it's an open source project, right? Everybody gets to contribute, right? So you can make suggestions on fixing a whole lot of things on the Meshery documentation. Let me see if I can project that. Docs. Meshery. Yeah, so this is the documentation site for Meshery, right? So you can check this out and see if there are things that are to, or you have suggestions to make docs these docs readable and use like and more better for people. So you that's how you can start contributing as like a technical writer to um Meshery CTL or the Meshery project, right? And I don't think we have a specific documentation to Meshery CTL. We just have a documentation for Meshery project. So there's no documentation yet for Meshery CTL. So that's something that you might want to get involved in, Met. And how there's also a meeting on Wednesdays that go on the Meshery development meeting. So that on that meeting it happens on Wednesdays. So if you want to check out the Layer 5 meetings, you navigate. We have an event calendar, so you do not miss out on any meeting. So this is our event calendar, so you can easily add this to your Google Calendar, right? So this point I'll start taking in. Okay, so I forgot to talk about something. So at the top of this doc, we have a whole lot of guides for first newcomers, and I've talked about the repository overview. So if you go to this, we have a guide for newcomers, right? It's just like the a curated resource of everything you can how to start working on an issue, to how to get how to sign off your commit, and how to be patient while your issue is being reviewed. So it's like a short doc to guide newcomers. Then also, most importantly, we have put in a way to track for you to get issues, start contributing on issues. So this is if you navigate to good first issue here, you'd see this is a curated list of issues that are open and have not been assigned to anybody, and you can start working on this, right? you just have to you just have to check the conversation. So let's look at this. So this was opened like 3 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago by Lee, right? And it talks about fixing a broken link in the repositories readme. So all you have to do if you want to tackle this is quickly make a comment that you want to take it up, and it's going to be assigned to you. So you see that this was a faster way to search up issues that are open on the Layer 5 repository, right? So this was like a faster way to um, check up issues that are open on the Layer 5 repository. So that's you can use this to get started with good first issues and get updated on that. So we have there's a new initiative, um which is the hydrobrill. um there's a new initiative. Yeah, so there's a new initiative, which a new repository called the Newcomers repository. We are still so what this repository is about is like we want to be able to put up training sessions for newcomers and mentors. And Met is has been talking about this in the newcomers channel, which is like a really good idea to it's when I started contributing to open source, that was like last year in July. So I had really crazy issues with having to understand how to fork a repository, how to clone Git. Like using Git was like, because I was like 3 months into coding, so I did like so I saw the need to advocate for newcomers coming into projects. I'm sure some of you might have had that experience where you are like totally frustrated on an open source project coming in for the first time, right? So this is actually something really great to before now. There this newcomers call wasn't there. It was ideas from people in the community that helped spark up this call, and we are able to do a dedicated call for newcomers every Thursday and get to onboard and answer a whole lot of questions, do a whole lot of tutorials for newcomers. Which this started around it started around I've forgotten the exact month, but I know it's been on for about 5 months now, and it has really helped so much. So many persons coming into the Layer 5 community that helps them, understand how things work. And just like if I had not shown you that there was an easier way to we did a search query here for you to get updated on the issues that are open on Layer 5, you wouldn't have known that immediately, right? So right here on this call, we have been able to look at that, and I've been able to firsthand show you many of the documents, and that thing I would also answer your questions as I can, right? So helping this repository is a good way to organize things and make it really interesting. So feel free to get involved in this, right? And um would really like appreciate that. So now I would love to take questions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions you have, any confusions. And yeah, so I projected this. I would love Prikesh, if you are available, you can fix this, right? If you want to, you can just hop
Yeah.
on this. And yeah, so just kindly make a comment and I'll assign it to you. So let me paste it in the chat. Oh, sorry, I pasted it in different place. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I just
Vishal.
commented
Yes.
right now.
All right. So Vishal. Yeah. You can use discussions. So Git. We have access to discussions, right? you can also put this up on Slack, and feel free to put it up on the website channel, um, or on the general channel to spark up conversations. Because when we advise, we either do public discussion, so everybody gets to learn and everybody gets to contribute on the conversation. Because if it was a direct message, someone else, it might be helpful. So Lee actually was fast on this one with me. I was about assigning it now, and he already assigned it to you. Yeah, so that's totally fine. So yeah, so please feel free to put it up in Slack on discussions, and um would take it up from there, right? So hi Adina, hi Anisat, hi Elizabeth.
Hi, Ruth.
Yeah, so Adina, I don't think I've met you on a call
Hello.
before. Could you
Yeah,
give a quick
not in this
introduction?
meeting, but I think you were in another meeting or
Oh yeah.
other, yeah. But yeah,
Okay,
thank you
that's
for
fine.
the presentation. I'm a DevOps engineer and I joined the Mesh3 meetings by the time availability. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
and
that's
also good content. Thank you for sharing.
yeah.
Not sure how
Okay,
much I'm
definitely.
contributing, but I'm just keeping track with all the Kubernetes
Okay,
forest, let's call it like this, and with measure it pretty. It it's an easy way to. It's a shortcut, cheat sheet to do it.
okay. Yeah. So thank you so much. Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
fine. So
thank you, Ruth.
uh,
By the
definitely.
way, are you cold? Your voice doesn't sound well, or either take a
Yeah,
little bit of
it's
water or watch your voice.
yeah,
I'm not a
it's
singer and so
it's
on, but
been
you have to
raining.
take care of your voice. You can
Yeah,
remain
sure.
without it for a couple of days.
Yeah,
Take
sure.
care.
It's been raining here. Yeah, it's been raining throughout the day here, and yeah, I'm quite cold, and yeah, that's it. I'll definitely be fine. Thank you for caring, Adina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for
so
having
sure.
the meetup. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. So is there any question, or anything I have not covered up on?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead. Bolu.
Yeah, these tutorials that happen during the newcomers call, what is the topic range? Do you just topic? Do people come and meet the mesh meets that they want to discuss on a particular topic that you have to approve of?
Okay, so there's this open source questionnaire we have here. If you can see my screen, we have this.
Yeah, I
So
can.
this is a Google form. We use this to keep track. So we usually advise, if you do not fill this, please try to fill it in. So we usually use this to keep track of tutorials. This is like an open source contributor questionnaire. So it has a section for mark any of the tutorials you would like to receive. So we use this to setting tutorials, schedule tutorials that um we do on this newcomers call. But recently we've not had a tutorial because we've not had volunteers for it. I think we should be having one very soon, hopefully. I don't want to spoil the fun, but we should be having one soon, hopefully. So this is what we use to keep track of tutorials and schedule them as it is. So does that answer your question? And also, if you want to take up any of these
Yes, thank you.
tutorials, you can let me know, and yeah, you can give it on a newcomers call. You can give a presentation, and I'll get you started on that, on giving a presentation on this newcomers call on any of these um projects, on any of these topics rather. So yeah, so Is there any other question?
All right. Thanks.
Okay, so yeah, please feel free to ask questions. That's why we're here. So I want to try something today, which is I want to try to I want to try to I want to try to rotate these moderations, right? So it gets everybody involved in the process. So if you would want to take if you would want to moderate this call next week, and do not it's just basically going through these topics we have. It's just basically going through these topics we have, right? So I want, if you want to moderate the topic next week, I would be there to help out as much as I can. um so if please let me know if you want to moderate um next week.
I'd moderate.
Okay, thank you, Anita. Okay, thank you. So, Tema, I saw your question in the chat. So, the community member form Navendu sent to you. It's basically how for the form it's only open to the community, people in the community management team. So if your question about who can see it is basically people in the community management team. But when we try to create, we have a members page on the site. So let me go there. So now with that form, we it's usually where for anybody creating a member page for you, that's the form they use to create your member page. Let me open the member page and show that to you. um, so members, so you see, if you click on this, you'd see we have like context, both links and location, and who Abiola is. So that's what um and that's what we use that for, and also for keeping purposes and reaching out to you later. So does that answer your question, Tema? Okay,
Microsoft,
yeah.
could you please uh, stay there?
Sorry.
I see there is a Microsoft word there. I'm also a Microsoft Student Learn Ambassador. Cool. I'm an ex-Microsoft call center. Um, I worked at Microsoft call center, in short.
Oh, that's great. That's nice. That's really good. Yeah. So we have like a Microsoft um, center here in Nigeria. So it's actually in Lagos, Lagos, Nigeria. So yeah, so they have like a whole lot of student ambassadorship programs, and yeah. So Abiola
There is a
is,
project. Sorry. I'm gonna show
yeah.
you
Go ahead.
there is a project about Linux Insight. Do you know that?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Linux Insight, a book. It's a book.
Can you put that in the chat? Maybe a
Yes,
link.
I'm gonna make it.
Okay. So while he's putting that in the chat, in case you have any question, this call actually runs for like 1 hour, so we have like 10 more minutes. Just in case you have any questions, feel free to. Oh yeah, I see. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll check that out later.
We can focus on that to um, practice our skills and to communicate each other, and so we can make it better. And in our native language, are you Nigerian? I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in Nigeria.
Nigerian?
Yes, yes.
Is it the native pronunciation? Nigerian.
Yeah, Nigeria. Yes.
Nigeria. Okay.
Yes,
Nigeria.
exactly.
Okay. If I'm good, okay. Um, you may write your um, translation in your native language, or maybe there is a local language. I don't know.
Okay.
For your
Uh,
society, like
yeah.
I'm Albanian, like Yugoslavian Albanian is different from Albania Albanian. Kind of.
Okay. So here we have like different tribes, like different languages. There's no uh they're like different languages. So it's not a particular language. So what I might speak might be different from what someone else who is Nigerian speaks, right?
Okay, I understood. Yes. Um,
Yeah. So
this repository, this project is a model for us, and we can write our documentation layer 5 projects, layer 5
mm-hmm.
project documentation like that. We can write books on GitHub, or we can write
Oh, you mean Git book?
something. No, no, it's not necessary. Uh, Directly, we can commit to a repository. Then we will convert it to PDF or something other.
Okay. I think I get what you said. So we have the Meshi sites for the Meshi documentation rather is this is the Meshi documentation.
Yes.
It runs on GKL, and it's actually in the Meshi repository. It doesn't have a, so let me just check that. I'm sure it doesn't have a specific repository. um so now, okay, so there's this project, right? It has not started yet. Docs, this is it. So we want to move the Meshi docs to Dockersaurus, right? We want to use this to build the Meshi docs, right, from using GKL, which is this. So it's a new project. It's I think this is what will be coming up with GSOD, Google Season of Docs, Google Season of Docs. So yeah, so this is what will be coming up with our Google Season of Docs with Meshi documentation. Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Does that help, Met? So does that help, or does that answer your question, Met?
Yes, I got it.
Okay,
Understood.
okay, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So please feel free to reach out to me or Anita or any other person in the community, right?
Could
So
you please
the
PM me, write a direct message to me uh, as soon as possible?
sorry, can you say that again?
Okay. Could you please write a direct message, private message to me
Okay,
on Slack as soon as
on
possible
Slack, yeah, sure,
when
sure.
you have time?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So if there are no more questions, so I would call it a close. And thank you all for like this. Like we, it's been a while. We had a full call, right? So thank you, Temar, Naimat, Adina, Vishal, Prikesh, Anita, Met, Anisart, Jubril, Elizabeth, Cynthia, and Blossom for making it to this call, and I hope to see you all next week.
Thank you, Ruth.
Community meeting
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, and there's a community meeting tomorrow. Like I said, you can
Yeah.
check the
Thank
meet
you.
and add it to your calendar. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. See you.